I want to start by talking to you a little bit about a serious problem that's going on. Y'all want to know about a serious problem? Watch this. Anybody feel like you're in that category? Raise your hand. Yeah, you're feeling like you're spending a lot of time trying to find the right person to get the right hire. And we're going to talk about the reality of this. 85.8 hours have open in your schedule for a single person to hire right now. That's a big problem and challenge that we're facing on a daily basis. So let's talk a little bit about this problem and how it's so hard to find the right people here. You're too busy running your business, or you're too busy in your business, and you're having a hard time trying to find that right person and people to staff and to put on your bus. So what is it you do in this situation? You start to begin to settle for less, don't you? When you hire those people, sometimes you just settle for less just to get them in the seat because maybe you're running those calls and you're not staffed properly, and so you're bringing those people on. So let's start by looking at some of the things here. I can't find the right people. A lot of you guys might be feeling like this right now. You're looking for Bill right now. Bill's looking for a job. And really, he's not probably the right person, but he's got his application into your business right now. What about you being too busy? A lot of times we are out in the field, we're running our calls, and we're doing the hard work, or we're in the business and we're running our business, and it's hard for us to try to spend 1/3 of our time recruiting all the time. So you're too busy. Some of you may feel like that guy in that picture right there. But most often, we end up settling for less, don't we? How many people have settled for less in the past when hiring? Yeah, that can become a real problem down the road. And we're going to start talking a little bit about what kind of costs that has that you're incurring as a business owner in your organization if you're settling for less. So we're going to analyze and look at the real costs of this. Some of the hard costs are, first, wasted time and effort. We know how much real time that is now that we've analyzed it. 85.8 hours. That's a lot of wasted time and effort if we bring the wrong person in on our team, isn't it? We can start to see that in our organizations, that if we're not finding those right people, we really don't have 85.5 hours to find the right person. Wasted pay. Money that you spend on the wrong person in your organization. This is where we're paying these people, but they're really not producing for us, and so we're having that challenge. What about an ad rerun? Now that we've got the wrong person on the bus, we're going to have to go out and we're going to have to spend more money on more advertising, trying to get the right person on the bus on our team. Callbacks. These people, because we settled for less, typically aren't the right people on the bus for us to be able to send out to the call and do quality work. And so you'll start to see callbacks coming in your organization. Those people that settled for less and you hired them, how many people have experienced callbacks from them? Raise your hand. You start to see that as a pattern, right? You start to see that coming out, creeping out as they continue to start running calls in your organization. Another one of the hard costs is the higher labor costs that it's costing you, because you are paying that additional amount to them in this organization when they are not fulfilling what it is that they need to be doing on a daily basis without that training. So our labor costs are extremely high. We're running callbacks. We're having to do ad reruns, wasted pay, wasted time and effort. Now let's look at some of the intangibles. Those are the hard costs. Some of the intangibles of costs of getting the wrong person on the bus is the loss of candidates. A lot of times we see this, that we lose a lot of potential candidates that were probably really good, that were waiting to join with our organization, but we miss them when we hired the wrong person, so we lose them. Angry clients. They're saying they want their money back. They can't believe you sent that person into their home, and they're really not happy about it. And so we can see this problem starting to get worse and worse with these players. Missed revenue. These are people that when we hire them and we settle for less, they're really not looking for the opportunities or presenting the customer with options, and they're not very comfortable with the customers in helping them possibly replace their electrical panel. And so they're going in and they're doing just the job that they are sent out to do, and they leave that job, and your average ticket is either stagnant or very low. Another intangible is cold recruiting feet. And some of you may feel that way if you've brought on the wrong person and they're in your business and you've struggled to find that right person. You'll start to get that cold recruiting feet. You're not looking at possibly hiring anymore just because you don't think that they're out there in the marketplace. And then a lot of people, how many feel like this, held hostage by their employees? You guys feel like that in your business some days? We do. When we have those employees in our business and we can't get rid of them or seem to not be able to get rid of them because we have a lot of workload, but we've already hired them, we've kind of just held ourselves hostage here. So let's talk a little bit about creating a star. In order to get the right person on your team or train them to fit the right team, we need to have a star on our team. So what we're looking for when we look for these type of people is they got to have the right attitude. How many people can change attitude? Raise your hand. It's hard to change somebody else's attitude, isn't it? But it's really easy to train them on technical skills, and that's something that you are all very good at. We can train them on the technical side, but it's that attitude's a hard thing for us to be able to find and change. Appearance, you know, are they clean shaven? Do they smell good? Do they brush their teeth? I mean, these are a lot of things, little things, but as you see these people come into your business, there's a good chance that they're not showing up that way. Are they confident? Or do they seem really nervous and set back and they're very technical minded and that's really all they want to focus on? So you got to look at their confidence. Do they have the desire to be able to learn and continue to grow? Or are they coming in saying that they're a know-it-all and they're really not going to change and they already have everything that they need? And do they have the desire to make money? And in our business, the great people that do sales have that desire and that drive to make more money. So how do we get these guys on our team? We can test them by doing background checks, driving tests. Patrick was just talking to me the other day about that and the importance of pulling a driving record on these guys. It really says a lot about who you're bringing on your team. Drug screening, technical, and personality tests. But I'm going to bring out and talk a little bit about this technical test, and it's called Criterion Electrical. And this is some of our answers in how to hire the right technician and do the right, to understand and know if when they come into your business and say they're a master electrician or they've got thousands of years of experience like some of these guys do and they tout their horn, we can actually put that to the test and verify if that's the reality. Hiring the right employee can be just as hard as finding Waldo. And I think all of us feel like that a lot of days. Some of you guys said you found him. There he is right there. And one of the neat things that you might want to do is go back and try it on your own team to start out, right? Yeah, what do you think those guys are going to feel? You think they're going to love this tool? They might find out that they're not as good as they thought they were. Or they might find out that they're smarter than you if you take it. So you can use that tool for inside your house as well.